If you want a tree that truly earns its place, look no further than the humble crabapple. From spring's explosion of blossoms, white to deep pink, to jewel-like fruits in summer and autumn, crabapples offer year-round beauty. Their foliage can be deep purple or bronze, adding even more interest. Versatile and resilient, crabapples thrive in many conditions and suit both large and small gardens. Many varieties are compact, perfect for adding height and structure without overwhelming your space. They're reliable, low maintenance, and provide food for wildlife as well as seasonal color. Planting a crabapple is an investment in your garden's future, one that rewards you year after year. In this guide, we'll cover everything you need to know to grow your own crabapple tree. Choosing the right crabapple variety is the first step, and it's all about matching your space and style. Decide if you want white or pink blossoms, and what fruit color best suits your garden. Consider the tree's mature size and shape, rounded, upright, or weeping, to fit your space. Check the label for height and spread, and pick a variety suited to your climate and soil. Disease resistance is key. Modern varieties are bred to resist common problems. If you want fruit for jellies, look for varieties like Jelly King or John Downey. For pure ornamental value, focus on blossom and form. Do a little research, and you'll find the perfect crabapple for your garden. Take your time. This choice will bring years of beauty. Where you plant your crabapple is absolutely crucial, not just for its health, but for its beauty and how it fits into your life. The right spot can mean the difference between a tree that thrives and one that struggles. Before you even dig a hole, take a moment to really look at your garden. Notice how the sunlight moves throughout the day, where the shadows fall, and which areas feel most open and inviting. Crabapples love the sun. Choose a location that receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight every day. This is essential for the tree to produce abundant flowers in spring and a generous crop of fruit in autumn. Sunlight also helps keep the tree healthy by reducing the risk of fungal diseases, which can be more common in shady, damp spots. Space is just as important as sunlight. Make sure your crabapple has plenty of room to grow to its full natural size. Avoid planting it too close to buildings, fences, or power lines. Not only will this prevent future headaches with pruning or root problems, but it also allows the tree's graceful shape to shine. Good air circulation is key to a healthy crabapple. Trees that are crowded into tight corners or surrounded by dense shrubs are more likely to develop diseases like apple scab or powdery mildew. Plant your tree where breezes can move freely through its branches, keeping the leaves dry and healthy. Soil quality matters too. Crabapples prefer well-drained soil that doesn't stay soggy after rain. If your garden soil is heavy clay or very sandy, take the time to amend it with plenty of compost or organic matter. This will help the roots get the oxygen and nutrients they need, and it will also improve drainage. Avoid planting in low spots where water tends to collect, as crabapples don't like wet feet. If you notice puddles lingering after a storm, consider raising the planting area or improving drainage with gravel or organic material. Healthy roots are the foundation of a strong, beautiful tree. Imagine your crabapple through the seasons. In spring, it will be covered in delicate blossoms. In summer, it offers lush green leaves. In autumn, colorful fruit and golden foliage. And in winter, its elegant silhouette stands out against the bare landscape. Think about how this changing beauty will enhance your garden all year round. Consider the view from your favorite window or patio. Will you see the blossoms from your kitchen or the fruit from your porch? Think about how the tree will fit into your overall garden design, complementing other plants and creating a focal point that draws the eye. Remember, planting a tree is a long-term commitment. The spot you choose today will shape your garden for decades. Take your time, walk around, and imagine how your crabapple will look as it grows and matures. This thoughtful planning will pay off for years to come. When you choose the right location, you're setting your crabapple up for a lifetime of health, beauty, and enjoyment. With a little planning, your tree will become a cherished part of your garden, thriving for generations. When it comes to planting a crabapple tree, timing is everything. The best time to plant is during the tree's dormant season, which typically falls between late autumn and early spring. During this period, the tree is not actively growing, so it experiences less stress and can focus its energy on establishing strong roots. Avoid planting in the heat of summer or when the ground is frozen, as these conditions can make it harder for your tree to settle in and thrive. Start by digging a hole that's 2 to 3 times wider than the root ball of your crabapple, but no deeper than the root ball itself. A wide hole gives the roots plenty of loose soil to grow into, helping your tree anchor itself and access nutrients more easily. If the hole is too deep, the tree may settle too low, which can lead to water pooling around the trunk and cause rot. As you position the tree, make sure the soil line on the stem is exactly level with the surrounding ground. Planting too deep can suffocate the trunk and lead to rot, while planting too high can expose roots and dry them out. Take your time to get this step right. It's crucial for your tree's long-term health. Before placing your tree, loosen the soil at the bottom and along the sides of the hole. This simple step makes it much easier for new roots to spread out and establish themselves. Compacted soil can act like a barrier, so breaking it up encourages healthy root growth and helps your tree absorb water and nutrients more efficiently. If your garden soil is poor or heavy, mix in some well-rotted compost to enrich it. Compost adds valuable organic matter, improving soil structure and providing a slow release of nutrients. However, avoid adding fertilizer directly into the planting hole, as this can burn young roots and do more harm than good. Let your tree settle in naturally before feeding it. Take a moment to inspect the roots before planting. If you notice any circling or tangled roots, gently tease them out with your fingers. This encourages the roots to grow outward into the surrounding soil, rather than continuing to circle and potentially strangle the tree as it matures. Place your crabapple in the center of the hole, double-checking that it sits at the right depth. Begin backfilling with the enriched soil, gently firming it as you go to remove air pockets. Avoid compacting the soil too much, just enough to support the tree and keep it upright. Once the tree is in place and the hole is filled, water thoroughly. This helps settle the soil around the roots and eliminates any remaining air pockets which can dry out roots and hinder growth. A deep watering at this stage is essential for helping your tree get established. Finish by spreading a generous layer of mulch around the base of your tree. Mulch helps retain moisture, keeps the soil temperature stable, and suppresses weeds that compete for water and nutrients. Be sure to keep the mulch a few inches away from the trunk to prevent rot and discourage pests. By following these steps, you're giving your crabapple tree the very best start. With a little care and attention now, you'll enjoy a healthy, beautiful tree that will thrive and bring beauty to your garden for years to come. The first year is absolutely critical for your new crabapple's success. This is the time when your tree is adjusting to its new home, developing roots, and building the foundation for a lifetime of growth. Giving it the right care now will make all the difference in how well it thrives for years to come. After planting, water your crabapple deeply to help settle the soil and eliminate air pockets around the roots. For the first growing season, it's important to keep the soil consistently moist, but not soggy. Check the soil regularly, especially during hot or windy weather, as young trees can dry out quickly. During dry spells, provide a slow, deep watering about once a week. This encourages the roots to grow downwards, making the tree more resilient to drought in the future. Avoid shallow, frequent watering, which can lead to weak, surface-level roots. Don't rely on light rain showers to do the job. Make sure water is actually reaching the root zone. You can check by gently digging a small hole near the base to see if the soil is moist several inches down. Mulch is your tree's best friend in its first year. Spread a layer of bark chips or compost around the base to help conserve moisture, regulate soil temperature, and keep weeds at bay. Always leave a gap around the trunk to prevent rot and discourage pests. If your garden is exposed to strong winds, staking your young tree is a smart move. Use a short, angled stake and a flexible tie to support the trunk without restricting its natural movement. The stake should hold the trunk steady, but allow the top of the tree to sway gently in the breeze. This movement helps the tree develop a strong, sturdy trunk and root system. After the first year, once the roots have anchored the tree firmly in the ground, it's time to remove the stake. This allows your crabapple to stand on its own and continue growing stronger. All this early attention and care pays off. You'll soon see your crabapple growing vigorously, with healthy leaves and strong branches, a sign that it's well on its way to becoming a beautiful feature in your garden. By nurturing your new arrival now, you're setting the stage for years of beauty, shade, and seasonal color. Your efforts today will reward you with a thriving crabapple tree that brings joy to your garden for generations. After the first year, your crabapple becomes much more self-sufficient. Water only during droughts, and always water deeply. Feed in early spring with a slow-release, balanced fertilizer, just a handful around the base. Refresh the mulch each spring to suppress weeds, retain moisture, and improve soil. Healthy soil means a healthy tree. Check your tree regularly for pests or disease. Catching problems early makes them easier to manage. Most modern varieties resist disease, but vigilance is wise. A little annual care keeps your crabapple thriving and beautiful. Enjoy the changing display of flowers, fruit, and foliage. Your efforts are rewarded with a stunning, low-maintenance tree. Pruning crabapples is simple and keeps your tree healthy and attractive. Prune in late winter or early spring before buds swell. Focus on creating an open framework. Remove crowded, crossing, or rubbing branches. Always cut back to an outward-facing bud to encourage open growth. Remove dead, diseased, or damaged wood at any time. Take out suckers from the base or roots. They won't produce good flowers or fruit. Don't prune too hard. Never remove more than a quarter of the canopy in 1 year. A light touch keeps your crabapple in top shape. Pruning is easy, and your tree will reward you with more flowers and fruit. Crabapples are more than just beautiful. They're a gift to your garden and wildlife. Spring blossoms lift the spirits and provide vital food for pollinators like bees. In autumn and winter, the colorful fruits feed birds such as blackbirds and thrushes. The fruit is packed with pectin, perfect for making jellies and jams. Crabapple jelly is a delicious, glowing treat for your table. These trees also help pollinate apple trees, boosting your fruit harvest. Their changing beauty marks the seasons from blossom to fruit to winter silhouette. Crabapples are tough, reliable, and multi-talented. They enrich your garden in countless ways. Every garden deserves a crabapple. Growing a crabapple is a deeply rewarding journey. With a little care, you'll enjoy a living sculpture that changes with the seasons. The effort of planting and nurturing is repaid with years of beauty and wildlife. Imagine spring mornings filled with blossom and bees, autumn afternoons glowing with fruit, and winter birds feasting outside your window. Gardening is about learning and growing. Crabapples are forgiving and generous teachers. Choose a variety you love, plant it well, and care for it simply. Your crabapple will become a cherished part of your garden's story. You now have all you need to grow a thriving, beautiful tree. Happy gardening.